first, let me give you an update on Eric the Midget. Eric the Midget, when we last left you, said that he was upset. We gave him his own show, and he feels the show was a setup.
So that we could do what to him?
So that Richard Christie could call up and ask about his small midget cock.
I see. We would do all of that just to get that phone call in?
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, let me see if I could even find that. I should play that one more time where Richard called in and asked about his small midget cock. Hey, anybody know where that is? Can you give me a hint?
I think there's an Eric page.
A whole Eric page. Because this is a whole long thing I got to turn you on to.
You know what? Here's the deal. I got to get that for you. There was an Eric page, and we got rid of it because we just weren't using it anymore.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, whatever. So what happened was Richard called up during Eric the Midget's show and said, hey, tell us about your small midget cock. And then Eric said, that's it. I'm sick of you guys. I'm never calling in again.
That sounds like Richard Christie to me.
Yeah.
The call's on your page in pink.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, we got another call. Thanks for calling, Corey. Rodney is on the line. Rodney, you're on with Eric, the expert, everything.
Hi, Eric.
Hello.
Eric, big fan. Hey, I got a question about tonight's American Idol.
Okay. Sure,
how big is your midget cock?
Oh, Richard, come on. I know this is...
Gentlemen, play it out and measure it.
This sounds like Richard Christie to me.
It's Rodney, Eric.
Okay, whatever.
Rodney asked you a question, Eric.
How big, Eric? Be honest.
I'm not answering that.
Please, the world wants to know.
It's 5 feet 2 inches.
He needs 2 wheelchairs.
Thank you.
All right, so that was that. So Eric then voicemailed us and said, look, I am never calling into the show. That's it.
He was done with us. Yeah,
done with the show.
Done.
Then he called back a few minutes later on the voicemail and said, if we see Carrie Underwood at Letterman, he would like Carrie Underwood on his show.
On his next show.
Yeah.
Now, how could he be done with us and have a next show?
Then he wrote an email, which is 3 pages long, or it's a blog or something, about how we suck and how we are just awful people, you know, basically. Then he called in just recently on the voicemail to say that Will screened all the calls and made them all negative. Which is not even... Will wasn't even screening the calls.
Will wasn't here.
So here is the latest voicemail from Eric the Midget.
Hey, Will, it's me. I just have 2 questions to ask you. One is referring to my show. You know, I want to know, are you that damn vindictive that you would sit there for the hour and block all the positive calls with the exception of 3? Oh, you didn't think I'd find that out, did you? You piece of shit. Yeah, people on my face routed you out, you fucker. Someone wrote me telling me that you sat there for an hour blocking all the positive calls with the exception of my Aunt, Jessica, and Ralph. Well, here's a news flash for you, dumbass. If Howard wanted me to fill the full hour talking, a good idea would not be having idiots calling me up telling my voice sucks. Doesn't really give me confidence to talk, dumbass. Doesn't that make sense to you? Or is your brain that dumb that you can't even get that? Another thing, I think someone that survived cancer like you did would have a little more compassion and a little more sympathy towards disabled people and not come up with dumbass ideas like fight videos between disabled campers. You are a heartless shithead.
To respond or forward, press 1.
Now, there's a great example of a negative call. Now, as far as I know, Will wasn't even screening the calls. But that was, you know, what can I tell you?
Well, who ratted Will out?
I don't know. Somebody probably wrote Eric the Midget on MySpace and just tried to rile him up. But anyway, I don't know.
So we haven't talked to him in person. He's just leaving email and voicemail.
Yes, he hasn't completely stopped. And then this blog, Gary said, which I can't read. It's mind numbing. It's 3 pages.
What is it? Start it.
Hi, everybody. This is his blog. On March 10th, 2006 was my last call into Howard's show. I'm so tired of being made fun of by him and his staff. I'm tired of being the butt of their jokes and the nicknames. I'm tired of every time I open my mouth to answer a question of theirs or to say something that is on my mind, them making fun of my voice and others making fun of my voice as well. I wasn't born with the world's best voice. No reason to make fun of me. I mean, look at Stern. He wasn't born with the world's best nose. I'm tired of dealing with some of the assholes on his staff like Jason, Will, Gary, and Tim. Those assholes are one of the main reasons I don't want to deal with the show anymore. Those assholes can't let that little post I made on here go. I found out from someone on here that Will, during my show, let all those negative calls through and only let 3 positive calls through from Ralph, Jessica, and my aunt. Plus, when I called on the 10th, that ass Will's first words out of his mouth were saying something so sick and retarded. He accused me of having the 13-year-old country girl on the show because I was in love with her. I met her whole family last summer. They're nice and cool, and they have a talented daughter. I'm just trying to help them get her name out there.
Well, if he gives up his radio show and this show, how's he going to get her name out?
I don't know. Anyway, but it goes on. And Gary says there's funny parts to it, but you'd have to read the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know. Yes, Jessica Hahn, go ahead real quick. I'll pop through some of these phones because David Spade is on next. Yes,
Howard,
Jessica.
About Eric, I think he heard that Dunkelman guy, because he went on the after show and said that he was hired to just make fun of Eric, you know, and to make it a joke. He did say that, and maybe that's what Eric heard. But
I don't know, but Dunkelman shouldn't have been there. It should have been just Eric the Midget. And that should have
the
been
way we conceived it, Dunkelman was supposed to be Eric's guest.
That's right.